Hello students, this is a science video. Today we will start with the chapter number 10, that is respiration in organism. Today we will start with the cellular respiration, that is the process of breakdown of food in the cell with the release of energy is called cellular respiration. Now all the cellular respiration always takes place in the cell of the organisms. Clear? So we have the two types of respiration, that is aerobic and anaerobic. In the aerobic respiration, it is the occurs when the breakdown of glucose with the use of oxygen. Clear? But whenever we are talking about anaerobic respiration, that means the food is broken down without using oxygen. There is a formula given on page number 108, which is talking about glucose with the use of oxygen, which gives you carbon dioxide, water and energy after breaking down of glucose. This is then aerobic respiration, and in anaerobic respiration the glucose is broken down without the use of oxygen. It releases alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. Clear? So now we will talk about which organism has the anaerobic respiration, that is yeast, a single-celled organism that respire anaerobically and during this period yield alcohol. They are therefore it is used for making wine or beer. So we have the anaerobic respiration in our muscles as well, where the muscle cells have the to fulfill the demand of the energy, and which break down the glucose in the absence of oxygen, which releases lactic acid and energy. Now the breathing thing will be done with the breathing rate. Breathing rate is the during heavy exercise the breathing rate can increase up to 25 per minute, 25 times per minute. While we exercise, not only we do not do we breathe fast, we also take deep breaths and thus inhale more oxygen. There are some activities which are given about the breathing exercises, and it talks about the how the breathing speed up whenever we do activities such as physical task. Now we will talk about some how do we breathe. We breathe in with our nasal cavity, which has the nostrils in our nose, and have the air goes through the windpipe through the chest cavity, and the muscular sheet is called diaphragm, which is formed in the floor of the chest cavity, and it moves upward or backwards whenever we inhale or exhale. This is the human respiratory system, which has some labelings, important labelings, which has the nasal passage, oral cavity, pharynx, trachea, lungs, ribs and diaphragm. Now this is the human respiratory system, which is talking about lungs, which has some bags in it, which has the in the bags they are exchanging the gases like carbon dioxide and oxygen. Now this is the diaphragm, which moves downward whenever we inhale, and the diaphragm moves back to its normal position whenever we exhale. Inhale means taking in air and exhale means taking out air. Clear? Now we will talk about some different animals which has the breathing capacities, which has earthworm. Like earthworm has the moist skin, which makes them to breathe. Now in the cockroaches there are spiracles, that is known to be the two openings at the type of head on the head, and those two openings are known to be spiracles, and they have the inside air tube, that is known as tracheae. Trachea is the chain or the spiracle tube which is found inside the animal, and inside the trachea the exchange of gases happens. Now in this fish we have gills, and due to gills they can absorb oxygen from the water. And for the plant they have the soil particles and root hair. Root hair absorbs all the water and the mineral and channelizes to the whole part of the plant. This is all about the respiration in organism, and here are the some exercises and the question answers which you have to learn for the exam, and there are some take the correct option and match the column and true and false, which you have to do it for the revision purpose. Tomorrow we will start with this chapter number 11, that is transportation in animal and plants, which you have to read out with your in your book. Thank you so much.